welcome back to another matchday experience, the first for the 2018-2019 Premier League campaign. I'm super excited. It's Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur, the same game which was last season at St James's Park, where Tottenham were 2-0 winners when Jonjo Shelvey got a red card. Now, there is planned protests. The game does kick off at 12:30. There is protests outside Sports Direct at 11 o'clock. Something which I'm not going to be part of, unfortunately. That's not because I'm against it. I am all for it. I just don't want to get caught up in it. I just want to have a happy matchday experience. Now, whatever happens in the ground, happens in the ground. I hope this everybody backs Rafa Benitez and backs the lads, and we'll get the points on the board. That's what it's all about. First game of the season. Let's not, lose heavily because of all the protests. I'm all for it. Do it outside. Do it after the game. But during the game, just get behind the team. That's all I ask. We have made 7 signings, at least 5 of them are going to be making their debuts. I hope to see Rondon, Mutu up front, but 2 new strikers. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can form a good partnership. I also want to see how Jonjo Shelvey's done over the course of the summer. He didn't go to the World Cup, but he was impressive last season as well, so he's going to be vital this season. His creativity, probably one of the best midfielders in the league, especially when it comes to set pieces, so I want to see what he's up to. Also, Matt Ritchie, who's going to partner ourselves? Is it going to be Shaw? Is it going to be, Fernandez? That's going to remain to be seen. But it should be an interesting game. Obviously, it's on the TV, so it's going to be hopefully a good crowd. I don't think it's a sellout, but I think it's going to be near the 50,000 mark. So let's just wait and see what happens. Like I say, I'm always excited for the games. I've always been looking forward to the new season for months now. I have been to previous games, such as the Hull City away game, which was in pre-season, but it's not the same. It's all about the big kick-off, which is today in the Premier League, and it's all about trying to get 3 points if we possibly can. But I'm not deluded to say that we're going to get 3 points. We've got to work hard for it. Tottenham are a good squad. It's full of great talent. Yes, they haven't signed any players, but they've still got a squad that are going to be battling in the Champions League, and we're a squad that finished top 10. That's like middle of the table in English football. But anyway, let's not ramble on. Let's get along to the game. I'm going to be meeting Alicia, getting her thoughts pre-match, and something in the atmosphere. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Right, so I'm joined by Renty. How's it going, mate?
Hello, mate. Alright, excited for the day. Well, it doesn't matter, I'm actually, to be honest, but football's back in it, so you've got to be, haven't you? We'll see. I've just seen the team there. Bloody hell, fucking Arsenal's up front, so I'm not really excited anymore, actually, but...
Where's the new signings?
On the bench, mate. Where's the rest of them?
Yeah, where's the... But yeah, I mean, it's been a poor window, hasn't it?
Well, I think we've got a stronger squad than we did last year, but it's still... Obviously, it's a lack of investment in it, a lack of ambition, that's the problem.
Be at the protest?
I've just been there, protest outside Sports Direct, because, I mean, you've got to try something, haven't you? Raise the profile. I mean, Sky Sports losing out there, so it's only a good thing.
Well, so it's another big game. Obviously, Tottenham Hotspur again from last season. What did the scores going to be?
I think it's going to be the exact same as last season, in the sense that I think we'll waste chances, and I think Spurs will nick it. I'm going to go on 2-1 Spurs.
He's from the Magpie channel. Leave a link down below in the description. Go along and subscribe him. Right, so I'm joined by Binks. Go and subscribe on Binks NUFC on YouTube. I'll leave a link down below in the description. So it's the first game of the season, Tottenham Hotspur at home. What's your thoughts?
It's obviously going to be a tough game because Tottenham, I haven't seen anyone, but they've got a really strong side. And go for 1-1 today. I'm saying I's personal score for them, Dele Alli.
Hey, what have you made of the summer window now? I mean, there's been protests pre-game.
It's annoying how have to sell players to buy players. We should be buying players and keeping the players that have already got in the squad.
What about yourself? What are you going for?
Yeah, I think actually it's a joke how he's just put 90 mil at the House of Fraser.
Yeah.
But I think today we'll win 2-0, Jocelyn. I think it'll be an own goal. I want to say it's an own goal, but it'll be like a bit Tottenham.
I love the optimism. What about yourself there, Alfie?
I think it'll be a 1-1 with Iossi Perez and Harry Kane scoring. Like we've just said, he needs to put more money into the club. He's the buying players, not really playing them. But hopefully we'll at least get a point out of this game.
I'll leave a link down below in the description, Alfie Houghton. And Josh, what about yourself, mate? First game of the season.
I was so unconfident last season. And I still am going to be unconfident this season. I'm going to go 1-0 Tottenham. I just don't think I'll have that edge in the team. All the new signings is on the bench, and just there's nothing new to bring to the team. It's just going to be old.
Hi, I'm joined by the main man, Ruben Style. I'll leave a link down below in the description, mate. How you feeling? First game of the season.
I know I was not being confident all week, and then I had a feeling, you know, Kane, Dele Alli, some of their players might not be playing, so I was thinking maybe we've got a chance today. And then Rondon's not playing, Motti's not playing, Shaw's not playing, and they are playing Kane. So it looks like it's going to be a tough one.
What have you made of the window as well? It has been disappointing. There obviously has been a pre-match protest as well, which was successful for half an hour.
Brilliant.
I reckon if we go 1-0 down, it could get ugly. I hope not. But what's your thoughts? You know, the fact we're just playing hostile. I mean, where's the new signings? I mean, why are we starting?
I understand why Rondon isn't playing, and I had a feeling he might not because he's only just joined. He hasn't integrated with the squad and all that kind of thing. But I'm just looking at the team, and like I said, I was hoping that Spurs weren't going to play some of their big men today, but they are. And as for the pre-season in general, it was poor.
And the thing is, Tottenham have got a quality squad, so we're going to have to keep an eye on all the players. So you look at like Eriksen, Harry Kane, you know, they could have a field day against us if it goes bad.
Well, even if their big players weren't playing, I know they've still got good players to take their place.
Yeah.
So really, it was like a clutching at straws for a reason why we might have a chance today. Pre-season being poor, the benefits are we did bring in some players, but as everyone already knows, we're not happy with it. Just need to hope. Lascelles said he's putting all the pre-season behind him and the players are going out and putting on a show today. So I'm hoping that we'll see a good performance at the very least.
And what score prediction are you going for, Rob?
I said 1-0 Spurs. I want to say 1-1. I'll take the point now if you offer it to us, mate.
Cheers, mate. Right, so I lied. I'm in the ground now. I did go to the protest, only for 5 minutes, so it was very peaceful. Nothing was ugly. A little bit empty at the moment, but it will fill up in the next 10 minutes. Alicia, what's your thoughts going into this game? 2-2. Yeah, let's get Alicia's thoughts very quickly. 2-2. I'm going to go 1-1. Let's just try and get the points on the board and how are the lads? Go on, kid, lad. So 8 minutes gone, Tottenham have scored across the line. It's been a done team, if I'm honest with you. We've been under the cosh, just broke it down with it. Just couldn't cope. But let's just stay positive. You never know if we can string to balls together. You know, we'll put that back here. Put 1-0 Tottenham. Yes, 1-1. Come on, get in. 10 minutes. 1-0. Come on. Yes. So 70 minutes gone and it's 2-1 at Tottenham. Bad marking again. No one was picked up the Spurs man. He had a free header. Tottenham are 2-1 up. Just when we were just getting back into the game, 1-1. No one looking to try and get a second. When was us 2-1 down. We need to move. Sort it out with the back. 2-1. What do you think?
I think we're actually alright. I think so. This will be 3-2.
Sure, it's going to be 3-2 with Newcastle, but let's wait and see. Oh yeah, Richie lad, come on. The ball to the box. Go on. Shoot! Oh! 9 inch. Ki Sung-young. All the very well there. You can see Son for Tottenham. They're right near. There they go back. Still currently 2-1 to Tottenham, but we're trying to up the tempo a little bit as we go through the half. Four Newcastle players here. Solomon Rondon, new signing from West Brom. There he is. Go on, Jamal. Go on. Go on, shoot! Right, so that's half time. It's Newcastle 1, Tottenham 2. Tottenham took the lead through Vertonghen. Ball just went bounced off the crossbar, went in. Tottenham dominated the first 10-15 minutes, they deserved it. Now for 11 minutes we equalised with Hotspur from across, great header, 1-1, and then again we got caught out of the back. Tottenham took the lead through Dele Alli from a header, beat Dubravka. And then since then, you know, we haven't played too bad. It's just a case of we don't really have the quality going forward. We need to bring on Rondon or move through the second half and try and create something to try and get with that goal, try and create those opportunities. We've got a chance in the Gallagher, let's wait and see. We are in the game, it's only 2-1, there's plenty of time, we just got to stay focused. Get rid of it! Dele Alli with the ball in. So corner at Tottenham, played about 52 minutes. Ericsson's taken. Ooh, close. Another corner for Tottenham. Away by Newcastle, still 2-1. Rondon's coming on! Harry Kane there, my mate. And the number 10. That's getting stuck in. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Jamal Lascelles there. Still 2-1 Tottenham. Rafael Benitez. Right, so that was the final whistle. Newcastle lost 2-1 against a really good Tottenham team. It was a good performance, I think, by the lads. But I'm joined by David after the game. What did you make of that performance? Scrappy.
But the problem is, what the hell was he doing to Boston? Why did he kick the ball off?
Well, to be fair, we looked a little bit shaky in the back, especially early doors, but we did pick up, especially towards half-time, second half. The Dubravka did pull up some good saves in that second half, and you know, the only criticism I give Rafa Benitez is that he didn't bring on Rondon and moved on a little bit earlier, so he should have moved on it. So
we should have played him in the start. Should have played Just Lou.
Should have played Just Lou.
Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. Me is a top striker for me.
So
he's not worth £5 million, is he?
No, not really. I wouldn't say so. But that's what £5 million gets to these days, though. You know, in the market. But you know, we've got Cardiff next week. Do you think we'll get something?
I reckon 2 money goes down. I think money goes down Saturday. Beach Cardiff.
Right, so I'm joined by Lawrence. Finished 2-1 to Tottenham there. What do you think of that game?
Well, I thought it was alright, to be fair. It was kind of like an even game, you know, had like Spurs attacking, Spurs attacking.
Well, Tottenham were quite good early doors. You know, we looked a little bit shaky. Obviously, we fell behind 1-0, but the spirit of the lads to come back to make it 1-1. The goal by Hostler was so unexpected. Obviously, you question Tottenham's centre-backs, but to be fair, it was a little bit poor going forward once Tottenham got that second. But we did try, we just hooked them up. But you know, Tottenham got too much quality.
Well, I think after all the else he was I would put Murphy on the bench against Cardiff. I think maybe he's brought on, might be better off starting. I mean, you'll probably have to against since he got the ball.
We're not a little bit disappointed that Rafa Benitez didn't bring on Rondon and Mutu a little bit earlier than the game, though. Especially like going in the second half, just put him a little bit earlier.
Well, I think we know that he always leaves it quite late to make subs.
So anyway, going forward, we lost 2-1, but we kept it tight. You know, you can take credit that we played against a good Tottenham team, we contained them. You know, we didn't get humiliated. The way it was looking, Cardiff next week at the Cardiff City Stadium, you know, a chance to pick up some points.
Well, yeah. From a prediction, I don't know what I'm going to predict. Obviously, we'll have to see how Cardiff get on against Bolton.
Right, so I'm joined by Paddy Proudlock. Go and subscribe to him on YouTube. I'll leave a link down below in the description. So it's finished Newcastle 1, Tottenham 2. What did you make of the game? First game of the season. To be honest with you, I'm quite positive walking on that game despite getting beat.
Yeah, I think most of the time, the thing we've got a question about is we're defending a lot of the time, particularly the second goal. It was embarrassing defending, absolutely schoolboy stuff that was. And it was just similar how Dele Alli scored for England against Sweden, and we didn't mark him. It was a free header, and we were made to pay for it, to be honest.
I mean, if you look at the whole complexion of the game, so the first half, you know, we concede after 7 minutes. Vertonghen scores. It was over the line. But you know what? You got to show your great character to come back.
Yeah,
we did that. We did the hard work, and we got back to 1-1 through an unlikely source of Hostler.
Yeah, Hostler, even though he scored, I still think I'm still not convinced.
He looks a little bit off the pace, doesn't he?
Perez, I thought he was off the pace as well, but. Second half, I think the final ball was just letting us down most of the time.
And what about the substitutions as well? I mean, he brought on Rondon, he brought on Mutu as well for the last 10 minutes. I mean, Rondon had a couple of missed opportunities. I think he's going to get better.
Yeah.
Do you not think that he should have brought Mutu on a little bit earlier alongside Rondon, though? Because, you know, you look at Perez, you look at Hostler, they were just tiring. And
yeah, they were. Rondon, very unlucky chance for these deflator shot that hit the crossbar. As I said, they should have brought them on a bit earlier.
I mean, you've got to take positives that we didn't concede 3 or 4 against a good Tottenham team, because if we did that, we could easily have collapsed.
Could have easily done that, but we didn't. So hopefully it's going into Cardiff next week, and hopefully we can there's going to be a little bit more positivity. As I said, still early doors. You can't really judge after 1 game defeat. So
I think all we could have hoped for today was a draw against Tottenham.
Yeah,
I mean, look at their quality. Look, they've got Harry Kane, Eriksen, Son. You know, they were just ripping each time in. We had no response, especially in that 90th minute with the 4 minutes stoppage time. But to be honest with you, we're not going to get judged against these top clubs. We are going to get judged against teams that are in and around us. And, you know, start off with Cardiff next week. Yes, it's going to be a tough away game because we've got to go down there and get something. But, you know, the lads are showing glimpses today that they can.
Yeah, they can do. Hopefully, Yedlin's all right when he came off injured and we had to play the rest of the game with 10 men. But think it was just a bit of cramp he was suffered, or do you think it looks?
Yeah, it looks like a bad injury, but I think he might be all right against Cardiff. We'll find out in the press conference next week. But But to be honest, it's all about just staying positive, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, cheers for coming on, mate.
No problem. Cheers.
So the game's up. Obviously, I've done a few fan cams. Lee's just doing his fan cams for Newcastle Fans TV. Talking to Rubenstein about the game. Lost 2-1 to Tottenham, but it's not the end of the world. Everyone's just like hanging around. You can't quite see. It's a little bit dark. You can see everyone there. Everyone's done. Yeah. Camera crews away. Right. So that's the fan cam's done. The game's up. We lost 2-1 to Tottenham, but you know what? I'm not disappointed because Tottenham have got a good squad. You know, they're full of quality. They could have won by more in the end. You know, we're huffed and we're puffed. We did bring on Rondon and Mutu on, but it just didn't have enough time. You know, we're going to get judged against teams in and around us, you know, such as Cardiff, Bournemouth, Brighton, Watford. I can take credit that, you know, we didn't concede more than we did. You know, we're only letting 2 in against a really good spirited Tottenham team. You know, they came up, they fought for everything, and that's why they're in the Champions League for a reason. There was good atmosphere. I did say I was hoping that there was going to be no protests, you know, in the ground. There wasn't, so I'll give the fans credit there where it's due. It just wasn't to be. You know, you obviously do question the second goal from Dele Alli. Should do better. Should do better for both goals, really. But let's just take the positives from that. Anyway, the matchday experience isn't over yet. We are going out into the town for a couple of drinks and things. Not to celebrate it, but of course, but just to see what happens as a casual Toon match experience. Right, so I went into Zaza Bazaar for some food, and this is the food I've decided to start off with at the moment. Egg fried rice with sweet and sour, lots of chicken. Alicia's got her food. Doing the Dele Alli. So still happy despite losing 2-1, but this is what we're doing. It's good atmosphere, we're at the place. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to tuck in. Right, so it's 6 o'clock. It's about 4 hours after the game is finished. I have been out, had a meal, went to Hustlers, had a game of pool, as you can see in the matchday experience. So just wraps up the day really. It's been a good day despite the result. I wasn't expecting too much because at the end of the day we're playing a good Tottenham team, full of quality, and you know, we're going to be better against other teams. We are judged that teams that play around us, such as Cardiff, Huddersfield, Watford. Teams, and I am also joined by Alicia as well, who's also a presenter on Newcastle Fans TV. There she is, doing the Dele Alli as she did score. So Alicia, what did you make of the game today, and what have you learned from today's game?
I'm optimistic for the season now. You know, we didn't give up. The lads are up for it today, and it was just, sometimes football you've got to have that luck, and the day was just unlucky. But really good game today, and I'm really happy with the performance to make it.
So what about your thoughts going into Cardiff? That'll be the next big game for ourselves. We're playing away from home, so obviously there's bigger pressure on ourselves because we've got to go there and go to Cardiff, where they'll be expected to beat us. So it's kind of one of those games where really both teams can't afford to lose.
After today's performance, I would expect to be Cardiff. I think that the confidence is going to be high because the players will know how good they actually did today and how much they deserve to be Cardiff and get the points.
So yeah, Alicia is optimistic. Alicia, where can they find you again on YouTube?
Alicia FC and Newcastle Fans TV.
So Newcastle Fans TV and Alicia FC, I'll leave both links down below in the description, so go along, subscribe to them. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. Not the result that we wanted, but stay behind the team and away the lads.